Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia Kid
And Teresa.
hey y'all, it's almost Friday, which means just Thursday night. And cold. Hope everybody's staying warm and doing good. And we're back at you with some more viewers' questions. First of all, though, we'll get Teresa with the.
Okay.
Why don't you do the birthdays? Yes.
Okay. Okay. Happy birthday to Beverly, Rachel Momsen, Brenda Sixkiller, Joseph, Sandra Weber, and happy heavenly birthday to George. Also, a happy anniversary to Cindy.
Happy birthday and happy anniversary to all of you. Hope y'all have a great one, or if your birthday's already passed, hope it was wonderful and that you enjoyed it. I got a couple quick shout outs. Paul Mitchell from Scotland. Hey, we appreciate you watching us and hanging in there with us. Also, David Hocut. We appreciate you, buddy. Y'all, like I said, hope everybody's doing good, and we're going to go straight into these questions, unless y'all want to wait a little while. Okay.
I don't think that is. Okay, our first question is from Tabitha. Did Elvis ever get mad at someone else for getting on to Lisa?
No. Elvis, nobody really got on to Lisa except for, the ones that was basically responsible for her at the times, like Aunt Delta, at Graceland a lot of times. And even though she give, a lot of flack or trouble to Aunt Delta, she still pretty much would, mild in and nothing was really said to Elvis. And then, like I said, when she would be with us, out at the trailer, or like I had mentioned in Palm Springs, when we went shopping, Mama was responsible for her. So if Mama would treat her just like she treated us, and and make sure nothing happened, but keep her in line. And Elvis wouldn't say anything to anybody, that because there was very few people that he actually trusted and was responsible for Lisa. But I never, if it did, I never witnessed him getting upset. Not over somebody correct her, over other things. And I know a lot of y'all's going to ask what other things. I'll tell you in another video. I'm being ornery.
You better write it down so you don't forget. Okay. This one is from Nabluso. Is that right?
Is that what I wrote down?
Well, it looks like NA6LUSO, but I'm thinking that's a B.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think Lisa would have called Gladys had she lived?
There's no doubt. In the South, our grandmothers was either Memaw or Meemaw, something like that. Some grandma, but mostly, I think it would have been one of the two, either Meemaw or
probably whatever she wanted her to call her.
Yeah, or Memaw. And like I said, yeah, but Teresa's right. Aunt Gladys may have, had something special or different. So, but just me guessing, had that not have happened, then I would say that, because that's what most of us in the South.
Not me.
Always.
They don't call me grandma. They call me Shasha.
Well, I'm saying, yeah,
right,
but
that's what I'm saying. She might. There might be something she called her grandmother that she might.
But you called your so
I called one ma, and then when I got older, I wanted to call her grandma, and then grandmother was my other one.
Right.
So, yeah. So. Okay, Gracie D. Did you ever sleep over at Graceland?
I did. Many times. When they would go out and stuff, and we wasn't at our trailer, they were going to be gone a long time. If a lot of times that we would stay out there, and housekeepers, cooks would kind of watch over us, or Charlie, and we slept a lot of times in the big chair there in the den, jungle room as y'all call it. In times, when we visited before we actually moved to Graceland, actually, we were up there a couple nights. Lisa was not in town, and we actually, Mom and Daddy, me and Joey, stayed in Lisa's room. And then one morning I had told that story. he had taken us out and showed us the trailer, and it had talked to us about him. He was wanting us to move and live at Graceland. So, but yeah, I stayed overnight many a times, and not just Graceland. Throughout my whole life, we lived with him in California, and several houses, and so that was a pretty natural thing, and until we'd get like our own places or whatever.
Okay, from Susie Young, what was one of Elvis's favorite foods?
I mean, he had a lot. We talked about it. He loved, of course, burgers, bacon for breakfast. He really loved bacon. He loved hamburger steak, and we talk about it a lot because my granddaddy Travis was, which was Elvis's uncle, was they were a lot alike, and I guess it kind of run in the family. Elvis and my granddad both would get on binges, and they would just want to eat a certain thing until they just wore it out.
Laney's like that.
Yeah, and Laney's like that. She'll get on a roll, and me, I didn't get that part of it. I don't want the same old crap every day. I want something different. But that's the way Elvis was, and the way some of the other family was. So, but I mean, he had a lot of foods, and to say, what was his favorite, I guess I would say it was depending on what was his favorite for that time, because there was different ones at different times. Great question, though.
All right, from Killer Whale, when will you visit Lisa's grave?
Who killed a whale?
I don't know. This person's called Killer Whale.
I'm sorry, I'm picking at you. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh, you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
The question is, when will you visit Lisa's grave?
I want to, and I don't want to, if that makes sense.
That makes it too real, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the memories and the times in Lisa in my head the way I remember her. But yet I have this something inside me that I do want to go. And I just think it's the right side inside when I'm ready to pay my respects and to see Lisa's and Ben's place. And to answer your question right out, I'll be honest. I've come close. Me and Teresa's talked about to come on the edge, and then thought about it and just changed my mind. And then we thought about it a time or two, and the weather wasn't just right, and who knows? To be honest, maybe I've just made excuses, but I'll know that time and that feeling inside me, and when it's right, I'm definitely going to go.
This is from Patricia. Did Elvis sing in the shower?
Woo! I tell you what, I have no damn idea, because I wasn't in the shower with Elvis, and I wasn't nowhere close to it. I got an idea. Ask Linda Thompson. I bet she would know. But seriously, y'all, I mean, and I do mean that. That may be a good one for you to ask Linda or even Ginger or Priscilla. Or many others that might have been in the shower with him, but
or in the bedroom.
That one I have no idea. But great question.
Okay, from Frosty Blue. I just read an article about a young girl named Maggie and her relationship with Elvis. Is that true?
That is very true. That's another one. Y'all, we you talk about Elvis and caring and the love and his heart and generosity that he wanted to give to people. She was one of them. She was actually going to college. They actually met at a Cadillac place. I know a lot of y'all know the story, but those that don't. And I think he ended up buying her mother a Cadillac, and got to talking to him and found out that they were struggling and trying to put her through school, and so basically, bottom line, he just created a job at Graceland, just to help her. That was his way of helping her. I mean, she did, answer phones and do and a fantastic person. She had a heart and love, but it was just something, about her and their situation, and it struck him, and once again, there, like I said, there's a good example, but that is true. He did do that. She worked for him for a while and to help get her through. And I can remember her studying in the kitchen, at the breakfast bar there with her books and stuff a lot of times. So.
Okay, from Marshall, what was your most favorite time at Graceland?
Marshall, and I think this has been asked before. What? No. What are you doing? I caught you, didn't I?
All of them.
Well, yes, all of them. But to try to narrow it down, I mean, it's just so each and every second, every minute of every day, was out of this world. But to try to narrow it down a little bit, I would say my most favorite, that I cherished the most, was when Lisa was there. When she was, her time to be at Graceland, whether it be throughout the summer or the holiday. I almost spit on myself there, didn't I? Did I spit on you?
No.
Okay. We all do that too. No, but that would be my most favorite time. Like I said, because when she was there, it was just man, I wished I could find. Just there was no limits, and just the most craziest, wonderful things that you could ever imagine doing. And we thought up some, and we did them, and that's what goes through my head a lot of times, and I get caught up, y'all. So, and I apologize for that. I think thinking it's almost sometimes different things that I think of being there, and then that's another struggle. It goes back to the question of visiting Lisa's gravesite. It's gonna be tough.
Okay, John McNally, did y'all and Elvis like Ponchos cheese dip?
Whoa, man, Ponchos during that time, it wasn't just the cheese dip was the greatest. Their hot dip was fantastic too, but their food was great. And I've said it in the past videos. A lot of times the group or Elvis would get someone to send out for everybody to eat, and a lot of times they would have it catered in, or somebody would go pick it up from Ponchos. And I can remember many times that just Ponchos, just all different foods laid out and big things of cheese dip, but probably the most funniest things that comes to my head is Mom and Daddy used, when me and Joey were that age, they would let us decide. We'd go out to eat a lot if we wasn't eating at Graceland or home, and they would let us pick each time we went of our, pick the restaurant. Well, Joey never eat nothing, but the only thing he liked was hamburgers, French fries. So to me, it really didn't make a difference. Of course, mine was Ponchos. And, I would try to talk him into it. And because even at Ponchos, you could get a hamburger. I mean, a hamburger anywhere is a hamburger.
Unless it aggravates your brother, so then you're not going to eat.
Yeah, the way I see it, and of course y'all know his answer, it wasn't Ponchos. I still kind of want to choke him today, but anyway. But yes, we love Ponchos cheese dip and Ponchos food.
Okay, from What's Up? Danny, did you ever get to do activities with Elvis?
Yes, I've talked about a lot of different things, from riding golf carts to snowmobiles, motorcycles, in the car, just you name it. Going to the movies. So yeah, a lot of times we were, involved in it, and then there were a lot of times, we weren't. But if we was, we made the best of it, and we had a good time. And if we wasn't, Graceland and Graceland's grounds belong to us.
Okay, Dina, what was Elvis's favorite car?
He never really come out and said, but I think we all know, and I'm going to go with my opinion. I think it was the Studs. It was just something about, he loved showing off his cars. He loved the Ferrari. He loved the Pantera when he had it. But it was always something about the Studs, and he used the Studs more than he did his other vehicles. So, like I said, I never heard Elvis come right out and say that he had a favorite, but I'm thinking it was the Studs, because he leaned toward it. It was something about that Studs he just loved. So, y'all, that's all the questions.
That is.
Well, I'll be dang. We done gone through another one, y'all. Look, y'all, it's cold. We haven't been able to get outdoors much because of the cold, and Teresa's just about on that, and I'm trying my best not to just tune her real good, but if I don't get out soon, she's fixing to get a tuning.
Yeah, back at you.
But y'all, hey, we're just having fun. Look, we love each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all sending them questions. Keep sending them. If you know somebody that doesn't watch us or may be interested, hey, pass it along to them. We appreciate it, especially you young folks, trying to get all of y'all aboard as we can. And I'm noticing a lot. Glad that y'all are. Glad that y'all are interested and fascinated about Elvis. And I just want to say to each and every one of y'all, it's our honor to be able to share our stories and that they give you a little brighter sunshine, maybe, because that's why we do it. So y'all, look, we're going to get out of here. We're going to have another video coming up probably tomorrow night or Saturday. So be waiting on it. Until then, remember, we always live Elvis.